Now, we were off air last week, so this is the first chance we've had to mull over the results of the European elections. The headline for the South East was, of course, that UKIP saw a rise in its share of the vote. It gained 2 seats, bringing its total to 4. The Conservatives lost 1 MEP. They now have 3. Labour retained its 1 MEP, as did the Greens. The Lib Dems lost 1 MEP, so Catherine Bearder is now the only Lib Dem representative in Europe in the country. So, what are we to make of all this? I'm going to ask the same question to both of you. How should your parties respond to the UKIP threat? Will Scobie?
Well, I think, first of all, we've got to put it in context. Labour has traditionally not done well in the European elections. It's been over 20 years since we actually won a European election, and I think that's got to be put in context, first of all. And secondly, there were some very good results for Labour in the local elections. We won in Crawley, we did very well in Hastings, and even in Thanet, my own district, the Labour vote went up, so that's got to be put there as well. I think there's a lot of discontent with voters at the moment. I think that's why UKIP have done so well. We need to do more to reconnect with voters, and I'm glad to see Labour coming forward with policies to deal with the cost of living crisis.
Are they doing enough, though? It's interesting that a lot of senior members of your party have told Ed Miliband he's not doing enough to pull over traditional Labour voters who are being pulled over to UKIP. And that sounds like your area, South Thanet.
Yeah, I think when you talk to people on the doorstep, there are lots of issues, people saying that they're going to vote UKIP during the European elections and then possibly come back to Labour. And what we've got to do is we've got to talk to those people and reconnect. And some of the policies coming forward are very exciting, particularly a big issue in South Thanet is to do with private sector renting. And the policies we brought forward in the last few weeks are actually going to be very helpful to tackle those issues. We've also had the freeze in energy prices, action on 0 hours contracts, and a commitment to try and bring in the living wage. These are good policies, and they're helping to try and reconnect with voters.
Not everyone thinks you're getting it right, though. Tristan Osborne, another parliamentary candidate for your party in Kent, he was exposed by the Sunday Times as saying Ed Miliband just hasn't got what it takes to win.
I think everyone's got different views, but we're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to work out how we can reconnect with voters. And if we had it right now, we wouldn't see UKIP doing so well. But
I mean, you've got a particular problem with UKIP. You're in South Thanet, where it's widely expected Nigel Farage is going to stand. So you're going to be at the forefront of Labour's fight against the party.
But again,
how are you going to do it?
But again, I'm just focusing on what I can do for the area. I'm a local candidate. I've lived there my entire life. I'm trying my best to stand up for my area to try and improve it. Whoever UKIP bring in is going to be a candidate that's parachuted in. They're only going to be there because they think it's their best chance of being elected as an MP. The voters will have a choice. Do they want someone who's just coming to the area to try and use it as a platform for other things, or do they want an MP who's going to be there campaigning to try and improve the area? And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing.